Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Rupinder Kaur Chawla with the Midday News. The headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah lauds the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, says youth have laptops, not stones, in their hands. President Draupadi Murmu launches Her Start for women entrepreneurs at Gujarat University in Ahmedabad. Centre approves 36,000 crore rupees to install 25,000 new telecom towers in the next 500 days. Union Minister Dr. L. Murugan lauds All India Radio and Doordarshan for their credible and truthful news, inaugurates Global News Forum meeting in New Delhi. Indian Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary says Indian Air Force is keeping an eye on Chinese Air Force activities in areas along the LAC. North Korea fires ballistic missile over Japan in the early hours today. Mahanavami being celebrated across the country, Union Home Minister offers prayers at Holy Cave Shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi in Jammu and Kashmir. And in cricket, third and final T20 international between India and South Africa to be played today in Indore. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has lauded the Centre's decisions of abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. He said there has been a decrease in violence in Jammu and Kashmir after abrogation of Article 370.
मोदी जी ने 5 अगस्त 2019 को एक महत्वपूर्ण फैसला दिया और धारा 370 और 35A उखाड़ कर फेंक। सब लोग विरोध करते थे। मुझे एक बात बताओ, ये धारा 370 35A न जाती तो ट्राइबल रिजर्वेशन मिलता क्या? ये आयोग जो बनाया हमारे एलजी साहब ने, धारा 370 को हटाने से यहाँ पिछड़ों को, दलितों को, आदिवासियों को और पहाड़ियों को अपना अधिकार मिलने वाला है.
Mr. Shah, while addressing a mega rally in the border district of Rajouri, said that youth have laptops, not stones, in their hands. The Union Home Minister is on a 3-day visit to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier in the morning, he offered prayers at the Holy Cave Shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi. He was accompanied by Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, and senior civil and shrine board officers. AIR Jammu correspondent reports that Mr. Shah will also inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of various developmental projects at Convention Centre, Jammu. After reaching Raj Bhavan, Jammu in last evening, Amit Shah met civil society groups, top businessmen and delegations of various organizations. The Home Minister is likely to inaugurate 14 urban development projects, 48 roads totaling 269.41 kilometers, 8 bridges and 10 power transmission projects in J&K. He will lay the foundation stone of 41 water supply schemes under Jal Jeevan Mission and 10 power transmission projects. Shah will also launch 225 citizen-centric online services and the second edition of District Good Governance Index 2021-22. President Draupadi Murmu has said if the states move forward by learning and adopting each other's successful models, then India will definitely ensure its place as a developed country during the Amrit Kal. The President was addressing a public gathering after launching Her Start, a startup platform of Gujarat University for women entrepreneurs in Ahmedabad today. The President also inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for various projects related to education and tribal development at Gujarat University. Speaking on the occasion, the President said school education lays the foundation for improving India's position in the field of science, research and innovation. Ms. Murmu said India's position in the Global Innovation Index 2022 has been improved from the earlier 81st to the 14th place in recent times. The President said, besides encouraging the entrepreneurial endeavours of women, the Her Start initiative will also link women entrepreneurs with various private and government platforms. The President said Gujarat has put forth a successful model before other states in the development of industry, innovation and infrastructure. With its holistic development, Gujarat has shown a path of inclusive development to the country.
गुजरात के सबसे पुराने 1949 में स्थापित ये विश्वविद्यालय पूरे देश में अग्रणी स्थान रखता है। ये गर्व की बात है कि इसका विज्ञान, अनुसंधान एवं इनोवेशन में अग्रणी रहना स्वाभाविक है। इस यूनिवर्सिटी के कैंपस में 450 से अधिक स्टार्टअप कार्य कर रहे हैं और उनके द्वारा रोजगार के अवसर प्रदान किए गए हैं। इस यूनिवर्सिटी द्वारा 125 से अधिक महिलाओं द्वारा नेतृत्व प्रदान किए जा रहे हैं। करीब 15,000 महिला उद्यमी ऑनलाइन या ऑफलाइन माध्यम से इस इनोवेटिव से जुड़े हुए हैं।
The President also highlighted the work of the government of Gujarat in the field of education and tribal development.
Government has approved 36,000 crore rupees to install 25,000 new telecom towers in next 500 days in the country. This was stated by Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav while making his concluding remarks at Digital India Conference of State IT Ministers in New Delhi. He said the list of spots for installing towers is prepared in consultation with states and they can further review the list. Mr. Vaishnav said that the connectivity is vital for the digital India and its reach to every corner of the country. The minister congratulated all states and union territories for their speedy onboarding at PM Gati Shakti. He also informed that the special assistance to states for capital expenditure worth 2,000 crore rupees has been sanctioned. Mr. Vaishnav encouraged the states to be proactive and make business-friendly policies to attract businesses in their states. Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Dr. L. Murugan, has lauded All India Radio and Doordarshan for their credible and truthful news. He said the two wings of Prasar Bharati have played an effective role in disseminating information on government welfare schemes as well as creating awareness about the Indian culture and history and value of the nation. Dr. Murugan was addressing the Global News Forum 2022 in New Delhi today. Referring to AIR and DD coverage during COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Murugan said fake news and misinformation were the biggest threat during the period and the two media organizations played crucial roles in busting the myths. He lauded AIR and DD for creating awareness about COVID-19 vaccination as well as their coverage during Operation Ganga launched for evacuation of Indians from Ukraine.
We are all just now came out from the COVID-19. The fake news is the big threat for us. Instead of this fake news, we given a truth news and trust news to the public and the awareness about the COVID-19. See, our government of India, under the dynamic leader, Narendra Modi ji, took a huge vaccination campaign. This news and this awareness taken by our Prasar Bharati, I congratulate our team and all media houses.
On the occasion, CEO Prasar Bharati Mayank Kumar Agrawal said that All India Radio and Doordarshan have maintained the highest standards of public broadcasting. The Global News Forum 2022 has been organized by Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union in conjunction with DD India.
The government has decided to remove the 3-year window period for restructuring of FM radio permissions within the same management group during the license period of 15 years. It has also accepted the long-pending demand of the radio industry to remove the 15% national cap on channel holding. During its last meeting, the Union Cabinet approved the amendments of certain provisions in FM Radio Phase 3 policy guidelines. With the simplification of financial eligibility norms in FM radio policy, an applicant company can now participate in bidding for C and D category cities with a net worth of just 1 crore rupees in place of 1.5 crore rupees earlier. These three amendments together will help the private FM radio industry to fully leverage the economies of scale and pave the way for further expansion of FM radio and entertainment to Tier 3 cities. This will not only create new employment opportunities, but also ensure that music and entertainment over the free-to-air radio media is available to the common man in the remotest corners of the country. More than 218 crore 80 lakh vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry said over 3,44,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. During the same period, 1,968 new COVID cases were reported in the country. The recovery rate is currently at 98.74%. A total of 3,481 people have recovered in the last 24 hours.
Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI) has warned investors to beware of fake entities who claim to provide portfolio management services. In a press release, the SEBI has said that some entities having names similar to SEBI-registered intermediaries are misleading the public by seeking small amounts of money and promising high returns. It said these entities are luring the public through pamphlets and social media platforms. The SEBI has clarified that its registered intermediaries cannot offer products with assured or fixed return on investment. It added that such unauthorized money never makes it to the securities market. Asking the public to remain cautious of such Ponzi schemes, the SEBI has informed that a portfolio manager cannot accept funds or securities worth less than 50 lakh rupees from the client and cannot promise any guaranteed or assured return either directly or indirectly. The SEBI has advised the public to do proper due diligence before trusting their money in such unauthorized schemes. Indian Air Force Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary has said that the recent developments at the global stage indicate the need for a strong military to ward off any challenges. Addressing media in New Delhi today about Air Force Day to be celebrated on 8th of this month, he said IAF is innovating to stay ahead of the curve as the battlefield of tomorrow transforms and becomes more technology-driven.
The Indian Air Force is on a path of transformation so that we can fight and win tomorrow's wars. We are in the process of acquiring and operationalizing cutting-edge systems in our inventory. At the same time, the task of upgrading the existing inventory of aircraft, weapons and other combat support systems continues unabated. Today, as I speak, the Indian Air Force continues to be ever vigilant and deployed. Our air defense elements are deployed 24/7, 365 days of the year to prevent any violation of our national airspace. Our SAJW units continue to be on alert and our fighters are always on readiness to be scrambled in a matter of few minutes to counter any emerging threat.
He assured the countrymen that IAF is ready to take on the future and it will continue to touch the sky with glory. The IAF chief said this engagement has taken place in areas along the LAC and Indian Air Force is keeping an eye on Chinese Air Force activities. He also said that IAF will use the Indian Army hotline to communicate with the Chinese in case of any airspace violation or other issues. The Chief of Air Staff said IAF will continue to be actively deployed while at the same time expediting the operationalization of recently inducted systems including Rafale, Light Combat Aircraft LCA and S-400.
A special court in Mumbai today extended the judicial custody of Shiv Sena's Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Raut till the 10th of October in connection with the Patra Chawl land scam case. The court also posted the hearing in his bail plea to the 10th of October. Earlier, a Special Prevention of Money Laundering Act court had extended his judicial custody till 3rd October. Raut was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on the 1st of August in connection with the alleged Patra Chawl redevelopment scam case and has been in custody since. The ED had recorded the Sena MP's statement and later raided his home on the 31st of July, detained and then arrested him early on 1st August. The case pertains to the stalled redevelopment project of the Patra Chawl for 672 tenants, which was taken up by Guru Ashish Constructions Private Limited, in which Sanjay Raut's close associate Praveen Raut was one of the directors. The ED has claimed that Praveen Raut benefited to the tune of 112 crore rupees from the project and he had allegedly passed on a certain portion of the proceeds to Sanjay Raut and his wife. Delhi police has arrested 4 persons allegedly linked to the banned Popular Front of India (PFI). They have been arrested in a case registered against them at Shaheen Bagh police station under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Earlier, Delhi police had conducted raids at PFI units in the national capital and detained some people allegedly linked with the group.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Union Home Minister Amit Shah lauds the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, says youth have laptops, not stones, in their hands. President Draupadi Murmu launches her start for women entrepreneurs at Gujarat University in Ahmedabad. Centre approves 36,000 crore rupees to install 25,000 new telecom towers in the next 500 days. Union Minister Dr. L. Murugan lauds All India Radio and Doordarshan for their credible and truthful news. Inaugurates Global News Forum meeting in New Delhi. Indian Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary says Indian Air Force is keeping an eye on Chinese Air Force activities in areas along LAC. North Korea fires ballistic missile over Japan in early hours today. Mahanavami being celebrated across the country. Union Home Minister offers prayers at Holy Cave Shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi in Jammu and Kashmir. In cricket, third and final T20 international between India and South Africa to be played today in Indore. For quick news updates, sound the clock. Follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अगर आप प्रतियोगी परीक्षाओं की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो AIR का प्रोग्राम अभ्यास है सिर्फ आपके लिए। इस बार का विषय है साइकोलॉजी और इस विषय पर आप अपने सवाल हमें व्हाट्सएप करें 9289094044 पर या ईमेल करें abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर। आपके सवाल हमें मिल जाने चाहिए अक्टूबर 5 तक। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
Welcome back to the Midday News. Mahanavami is being celebrated across the country today with religious fervour. Today is the last day of Navratra festival, majorly celebrated in West Bengal, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar, Sikkim, Odisha and some other parts of the country. On this Hindu auspicious day, Ma Durga is worshipped in Jagdamba form, and in many parts devotees perform Kanya Pujan of younger girls, considering them a part of goddess Durga. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the auspicious occasion of Mahanavami of Navratri. Mr. Modi hoped that Ma Siddhidatri will bring prosperity and success in everyone's life. He also shared recital of prayers Stuti of Ma Siddhidatri on his Twitter handle. In Kerala, the Mahanavami celebrations are in full swing with special pujas and rituals being held in major temples across the state. Tomorrow marks Vijayadashami, the auspicious occasion of worshipping goddess Saraswati, the Akshara Devi. Vidyarambham will be held tomorrow, marking the initiation of kids into the world of letters and art forms in various religious places and institutions in the state. All arrangements are being done for Vidyarambham. Heavy rush is expected tomorrow in major temples like Panachikad, Dakshina Mukambika Temple and Guruvayur Temple. Mahanavami is being celebrated with full religious fervour and gaiety in West Bengal. People throng in mandaps to offer Pushpanjali and enjoy the beauty of the idol as well as that of the ambience. The 5-day-long festival, which began with Bodhon and Adibos on Shoshti, is going to be culminated through immersion of the idol tomorrow.
Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with the series Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Yoga, India's gift to the world.
The practice of yoga is believed to have started with the very dawn of civilization. Sage Patanjali, who compiled the first yoga philosophy, defines yoga as an ability to control random thoughts and achieve a stillness that creates inner harmony. Yoga, the ancient physical, mental and spiritual practice, is India's gift to the world, which brings about a unison of the body and the consciousness with the surroundings and nature. Yogacharya B.K.S. Iyengar had said, Yoga is all about bringing your attention along with awareness to each and every cell of your body. He said asanas are meant to connect the physical and factual wisdom of the body with the analytical mind and to coordinate with cooperation among the body and mind. If there is coordination, then the person is on the spiritual level.
So yoga, for me, as far as I understand, is to unite the body with the mind and taking body and mind together to be it in par with the eternal, evergreen state of this self.
At the initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, United Nations General Assembly took a historic decision in 2014 to declare the 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga. Prime Minister Modi, during his maiden address to the UN General Assembly, said, Yoga is an invaluable gift of our ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being.
योग हमारी पुरातन पारंपरिक अमूल्य देन है.
Is a invaluable contribution of our
व शरीर,
country, of our
विचार
tradition.
व कर्म,
Yoga,
संयम
our heart, our
व
body,
उपलब्धि की,
our ideology,
एकात्मता
our
का
actions,
तथा मानव
everything
व
is a
प्रकृति के
part
बीच
of our country.
सामंजस्य का
And in order
मूर्त
to,
रूप है.
it's important that
ये
we have
स्वास्थ्य
a coordination
व कल्याण का
between all these.
समग्र दृष्टिकोण
And
है.
this is an important
योग
perspective.
केवल व्यायाम भर न होकर
Yoga
अपने
should
आप
not be
से
just an exercise
तथा
for
विश्व
us, but
व प्रकृति के साथ
it should be
तादात्म्य को प्राप्त करने का
a means.
माध्यम है.
Yoga's inclusion as the world intangible cultural heritage by the UNESCO highlights its global significance and benefits for the entire humanity. It propagates the message Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, which means wishing all happiness and wishing all a disease-free life. People across the world in over 170 countries have embraced yoga in their lives to remain healthy. Indian missions and posts all over the world have channelized great enthusiasm and interest for yoga in their host countries. Special events at iconic global locations from the Eiffel Tower to Mount Everest Base Camp have taken place with the participation of hundreds of thousands of yoga enthusiasts. The word yoga itself connotes unity and signifies an integrated vision of human life. The world today is beleaguered with conflicts, violence, ill health and ill will. Let us collectively rediscover the limitless benefits of this ancient science, which promotes the message of brotherhood and amity in the finest Indian tradition of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ can be accessed on at AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune into All India Radio News for आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ.
देश भर में धूम मचाए ज्ञान का ये उपहार. मोबाइल पे आजादी क्वेस्ट आया आजादी का इतिहास. डाउनलोड करे आजादी क्वेस्ट, ये लो जीतो ढेरों इनाम. मौका पाए जुड़ने का रेडियो और डीडी के साथ. सिर्फ खेल नहीं उत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है. आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है.
डाउनलोड करें आजादी क्वेस्ट ऐप और पाएं ढेरों इनाम.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to the brave Shyamji Krishna Verma on his birth anniversary today. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, fearless son of Ma Bharati, Shyamji Krishna Verma devoted his life to freeing India and furthering a spirit of pride among the people. He also shared speech in which he has spoken of his greatness.
In Jammu and Kashmir, the accused involved in the murder case of DG Prison Hemant Lohia has been apprehended by the police. AIR Jammu correspondent reports that the interrogation of the accused has started. The DGP of Jammu and Kashmir Prisons Department, Hemant Kumar Lohia, was found dead at his residence in Jammu under mysterious circumstances last night. Information and Broadcasting Ministry has again issued an advisory to media to refrain from publishing advertisements of online betting platforms. It said some online offshore betting platforms have started using news websites as a surrogate product to advertise their betting platforms on TV channels. The ministry has written a letter to private satellite television channels and online curated content OTT platforms. The advisory said that gambling is prohibited in most parts of the country and it poses significant financial and socio-economic risk for the consumers, especially youth and children.
North Korea today fired an intermediate-range ballistic missile over Japan for the first time in 5 years. According to media reports, it forced Japan to issue evacuation notices and suspend trains during the flight of the missile. The launch was the most provocative weapons demonstration by North Korea this year as it ramps up missile tests to a record pace. Today's test was North Korea's fifth round of missile launches in 10 days. The Japanese Prime Minister's office in a statement has said at least one missile fired from North Korea flew over Japan and is believed to have landed into the Pacific Ocean. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told reporters that the firing was a reckless act and he strongly condemned it. Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno said no damage was immediately reported from the missile that flew 22 minutes. U.S. National Security Council spokesperson Adrienne Watson said in a statement that U.S. condemns the launch as dangerous and reckless. The United States will soon deliver to Ukraine 4 more of the advanced rocket systems. The high mobility artillery rocket systems known as HIMARS will be part of new $625 million package of aid expected to be announced on Tuesday, according to U.S. officials. The decision marks the first time the U.S. has sent more HIMARS to Ukraine since late July, and it will bring the total number delivered so far to 20.
India were 135 for 3 in 17 overs against the United Arab Emirates in their third match of the Women's T20 Asia Cup tournament at the Sylhet District Stadium in Bangladesh when reports last came in. Earlier, India won the toss and opted to bat first. India has won both the previous matches against Sri Lanka and Malaysia. In cricket, the third and final T20 international between India and South Africa will be played today at Holkar Stadium in Indore. The match will start at 7 p.m. India defeated South Africa by 16 runs in a high-scoring game in their second T20 international at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati to gain an unassailable 2-0 lead in the 3-match series on Sunday. At the 36th National Games, Services consolidated top position with 68 medals including 32 gold, 18 silver, 18 bronze, followed by Haryana with 58 medals including 23 gold, 20 silver, 15 bronze. Maharashtra is on third place with 60 medals including 14 golds, 15 silver, 31 bronze. Now let us have a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi will have partly cloudy sky towards afternoon or evening. Minimum temperature was 22 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be around 35 degrees. Mumbai will have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature was 24. Maximum will be around 33. Chennai will have a generally cloudy sky with light rain. Minimum temperature was 26 degrees. Maximum will be around 33. Kolkata will have generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. Temperature will hover between 26 and 29 degrees. In Jammu, Leh and Gilgit, sky will be mainly clear. In Srinagar and Muzaffarabad, the sky will be mainly clear, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In the south, Hyderabad will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Bengaluru, generally cloudy sky with light rain. Thiruvananthapuram will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Home Minister Amit Shah lauds the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, says youth have laptops, not stones, in their hands. President Draupadi Murmu launches her Start for Women Entrepreneurs at Gujarat University in Ahmedabad. Centre approves 36,000 crore rupees to install 25,000 new telecom towers in the next 500 days. Union Minister Dr. L. Murugan lauds All India Radio and Doordarshan for their credible and truthful news, inaugurates Global News Forum meeting in New Delhi. Indian Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary says Indian Air Force is keeping an eye on Chinese Air Force activities in areas along the LAC. North Korea fires ballistic missile over Japan in the early hours today. Mahanavami being celebrated across the country, Union Home Minister offers prayers at Holy Cave Shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi in Jammu and Kashmir. And in cricket, third and final T20 international between India and South Africa to be played today in Indore. And with that, we end the midday news.